Okay, 1 week ago, the Aureum siblings were tasked by their father with escorting a sample of gin to Marvelle. He gave them a small sack of gold with which to pay a single mercenary for extra protection, as rumors of highway bandits had become more common recently. The siblings soon found a Goliath woman, Vouna, who agreed to join them for a reasonable fee. In addition to a mercenary, their father, Karen, insisted they were to be joined by a young acolyte and recent acquaintance of their family friend, Alar Torresfane, a promising young woman with a kind demeanor and a gift for divine magic. Ayumi proved an amicable travel companion. The group set out early on the 9th day of Tarsak in unseasonably wet weather. At camp the first night, they were startled by a halfling man crashing clumsily through the woods toward their fire. He introduced himself as Basil the Brilliant and proved to be something of a character, using his simple magics to entertain and spin tall tales. After surmising the group was headed to Marvelle, Basil the Brilliant invited himself along for the trip. The group got the sense he had nowhere better to be.
Shade. Fucking shade.
All right. You have just arrived back in Harlow after successfully delivering a sample of Karen Aureum's most recent gin concoction to the Crowned Codger in Marvelle, 3 days' ride to the south. On the way south, the group was ambushed by haggard highwaymen. Wait for it. Haggard highwaymen who stood little chance against the party and soon fled back into the woods. The highwaymen wore a peculiar symbol of a stag with a web between its horns that was unfamiliar to anybody in the group. In Marvelle, you delivered the small sample cast to a woman named Cordelia, who Karen Aureum knows well. She was welcoming, allowing the group to overnight in her inn before you headed out the following morning. She handed Chaddeus a sealed envelope before you left. She seemed strangely glad to see you go. The trip back to Harlow was quiet and uneventful. You now find yourselves stood in a pristine distillery in a small warehouse behind the Aureum estate. Karen Aureum greets the party without looking up from his current task, cleaning the inside of a large copper still. My children, I see you returned. How did your trip go?
Fine. Whatever. I'm going to my room.
All right, I'm gonna give this letter here. Let me see here to Kendra.
Yes.
All right, so I have 2 questions for you before we proceed. So you just met Karen this is the first time anybody who's not the siblings has met Karen. And the first question is for Kendra. You've been carrying this letter from Cordelia to Karen. Did you open it?
Obviously.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Obviously, I opened that shit.
Was there like a seal? Anything that would indicate you've opened it? Like,
yeah, it was sealed. It was like a sealed envelope.
Oh, you can fake that.
I have a signet ring. I can just.
I have a seal and seal wax on my poster. So.
Yeah, I'm figuring that even if I did reseal it, he'd know that I probably found a way.
Okay, and then the second question, also for the siblings, is why did you agree to help your father out in this instance? He was willing to pay you guys, like a sum to go. It's not like a ton of money, but he needed a hand. And why did you agree to go?
I feel very important when my dad pays attention to me. I don't like to admit it.
Yeah, I think I also kind of want to prove that I can do it, but don't want to admit it.
Okay, perfect. Just for a little more background, I was going to write this and send it over to you, Will, but you were asked kind of to go along. I mentioned a name there, this man, Alar Torresfane, who's somebody who you've just sort of made contact with. He's not really a personal friend of yours, but he's in that sort of factions dump there. And he's just sort of a guy that he runs the temple to Lathander in town. And he asked for you to go with as a personal favor to Karen. They're friends. And yeah. And Vouna, you were there as, sort of a mercenary for hire. You were obviously the most badass person they could find to go with. So you were
absolutely
fucking muscle. All right.
When I'm standing, I just fucking hold the maul in front of me like this. A lot of the time, that's just how I stand.
So intimidating. Cool. So you guys have just met Karen. He's sort of working away in his lab, and his without even sort of like breaking stride, just working. And he says, "Children, did Cordelia have anything for me?"
Yeah. She sent along this. I just handed to him.
He says, "Oh, son, go ahead. Just go ahead and read that out loud. I don't have the time."
I don't give a fuck.
Karen, old friend, I've received the samples of your newest concoction, and I have to say I found it to be to my liking. I shall like to place an order of 20 and 22 barrels to be delivered at the earliest possible time to the Crowned Codger in Marvelle. Please find attached half the assumed price of 110 gold pieces. The remaining half shall be paid to the deliverer upon receipt. On a personal note, I find the company you sent along with the sample to be quite irregular. Your children, as I'm sure you know, have been making strange friends indeed. They traveled to Marvelle with a giantess, a charlatan, and a quiet knight. Actually, that one wasn't so bad. I'm sure the martial nature of the contingent was necessary to ensure the safety of delivery. Still, you should know rumors have reached my establishment that your eldest, Chaddeus, has been sitting with a rather distasteful crowd.
That's a typo, apparently.
All right. One who calls himself Ulmo has made some effort to bring him under his wing. This man is not to be trusted, and he represents a rather seedy and uncouth side of Marvelle that we would do best to not become entangled with. I hope this finds you well. You and yours in good health, my friend, and I look forward to our future business together. So he's buying 20 barrels.
Well, just to provide a little clarity there, in case the mic cut out, it did for me just a little bit. She was like Cordelia was kind of, she thought you guys were kind of strange, but not, unnaturally dangerous or anything like that. And then she goes on to say, apparently a man who's calling himself Ulmo has made some effort to bring Chaddeus under his wing, and that's who she warned against.
Ulmo.
Who's old?
Ulmo.
Okay, so yeah, Karen's sort of pauses for a moment and thinks about what he's heard, and he says, "You can leave the payment on the table. I'll send a courier along with the rest of the shipment." He says, "But do try to avoid this Ulmo character if possible. I trust Cordelia, and you two have been known to get yourself into trouble."
Ulmo is just a guy. How?
Yeah, he's somebody you don't know,
And we're just being told to avoid him.
Easy. Never even heard of the guy. How hard could it
I don't
be
know
to
any
avoid
fucking
him?
Ulmos. There's no.
Yeah. Never talked to an Ulmo before. Never will.
Okay, do you guys want to do anything while you're here? You're at the Aureum residence. This is sort of like a workshop on residence with the
So
at sort of the family estate.
have we been paid? Have we been paid yet?
Yeah, your payment is reflected in your starting gold. Everybody gets 5 gold.
We get 5 gold.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Down.
I have before.
Where the gold at? Where the gold at?
Vauna's strong silent type. It's gonna.
Yeah, can I just say that Basil is noticeably shifty. Just like staying to his own corners and stuff like that.
All right, Karen is keeping an eye on you. Looks like out of the corner of his eye. He's like, I don't know about these guys.
All right. Well, it's been good walking alongside all of you. If you ever need some assistance again, you know how to get in contact with me.
Do we? How do we?
Do all know at the temple.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'll do that.
Temple.
Yeah. Wait. So who is your god again, Ayumi?
Ilmator.
Illator.
The god of
Ilmator.
being a martyr
He's the god of perseverance or endurance or whatever.
and being like people suffering or something like that, right?
He suffers a lot. Yes.
That
Cool.
cat.
Oh, yeah, I
Good
forgot
cat.
the god of martyrs. I remember that.
Okay, so you guys have anything for Karen here?
Is the expectation that we would be leaving? I would be leaving at this point. Like,
Yeah, I mean he's more or less dismissed you as a group at this point. He's just said, like, thanks for making the delivery, and keep an eye out for this Olmo guy.
So Vauna's actually gonna walk right up to this dude and say, "You have more work?"
He says, "Yeah." He sort of like looks up and he's sort of taken aback for a second at your stature. He says, maybe. He says, I wasn't going to mention it, but there's a certain call him a friendly competitor of mine. He's recently run into a bit of trouble, and normally I'd be happy to just let this thing sort of go, but he's unfortunately his trouble is starting to reflect on my own business, and
can't have that.
Can't have that at all. Is maybe you can go up and talk to Donnell Cartway at his manor, and he'll give you the details. Something with his shipments. The grain is drying up, and we can't seem to get anything out of him. But he's one of our major suppliers, so yeah, he's basically asked you to go and speak to this Donnell Cartway.
Yes, of course. Donatello Cartwright. Of course I can remember him. Anyone who's anybody in this town knows him.
Oh, so you know the Cartways, Basil?
Of course.
Uh-huh. Have you ever met them?
Of course I have. Maybe not the current Cartwrights. Cartwright?
Oh, that's fine. I mean, they've been living in the same place forever. I mean, I was gonna escort Vouna, but I mean, if you know where they are, then I can just Sorry, Vouna. I may have known you for a week, but I have apparently never pronounced your name before.
2 syllables.
Or Virginia just always pronounces it wrong.
Yeah, on purpose. I mean, so how about you take Vouna to the Cartways household, and then I can go to the bar and start pre-gaming.
That's fine. I've actually got some business to handle. You go on ahead. I wouldn't want to take away from your opportunity.
All right. If anyone wants me, I'll be in the bar.
Wait, I think you got the opposite of what he was trying to say. He's getting out of it.
Oh, well. Never mind. I like to think that Virginia, also in character, wasn't listening.
Karen sort of interjects while you're all still standing around in his distillery, and he says, Virginia, do be a dear and go along. It's important that somebody from the Aureum family is there to represent us. Maybe actually both of you should go.
Okay, fine.
So Karen seems pretty insistent that somebody from the Aureum family joins. I mean, he obviously, meant for his 2 children to go and speak with Donnell, and he's happy to have the extra help, obviously, but.
I am deeply offended that I did not count. I was going to go the whole time. Asked Virginia to go like I wasn't even here. Fine.
So
it's fine.
You
I'll
said
still
that
go. Fine.
This family is kind of like a competitor family?
He says, well, we operate in the same space. He's an importer. I'm a distiller. He's been known to try to take jabs at my business from time to time, but such is the way of these things.
So then why are we talking to this guy?
He says, well, the grain dries up, the money dries up, son, so we wouldn't want that, would we?
You go rough him up?
So, yeah. Vaar'la was about to say the same. She's like, so I kill this man?
I don't want to interject, but I don't think that's what they're getting at. Perhaps I should come along as well.
Well, I'm glad someone with a level head is involved in this.
Yeah, you're apparently the only respectable one among us.
I mean, I'm like kind of neutral, but you are the only actually respectable one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before you guys set out for Marvelle, Karen and Alar, the priest from the temple, were pretty insistent that you be joined by Ayumi. You got the sense that maybe they just didn't trust the operation would go over without any sort of
So,
you know.
Ayumi, you came
Can't imagine
from
why.
you're from Harlow also, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Harlow, born and raised.
Harlow till I die.
Okay, yeah, he goes back to cleaning his still, and he says,
No.
these things are, better left not undone. So
You mean
Maybe.
done?
they are better to be done than not done. Yes, thank you.
Vouna gives a
Yeah, no problem, Dad.
at your mocking joke to your father. Vouna says, "This man, is he powerful?"
Says, in some ways, he is. He's powerful with his money and his influence.
Yeah, I don't think he's powerful in the way you're thinking people are powerful, Vauna.
That's exactly what Vouna was thinking of. So,
Oh, never mind. I'm just a dumb racist
yep,
who thinks Goliath's
Yes, you
only
are.
understand brute strength.
you are racist.
No hammer. No big hammer.
No hammer, Vauna. No hammer.
Yeah, as you guys leave the Aureum residence, which is, pretty nice courtyard, it's kind of walled in. It's in, Lower Harlow. The city is split by a river right up the middle. There's Lower and Upper Harlow, and most of the business districts and the warehouses and most of the shipping and stuff goes in and out of Upper Harlow, but there are, docks and things on the river between the two parts of town. You guys are leaving out of Lower Harlow, and as you leave this sort of residential district where the Aureums are and operate out of, you're reminded that, over the next couple of weeks here, that people of this region will be celebrating Stragon's Stand, which is a once a decade festival. It celebrates sort of this grand, not quite creation myth, but it celebrates this myth of an epic hero defeating an epic demon in this battle in the center of the giant lake that Harlow sits up against. And so as you move through town, you see that it's quite crowded. There are a lot of people around. There's, some decorations up. It's maybe not as lively as it could be. This picture is inaccurate here because it's actually been quite rainy. It's very wet, and the town is kind of soggy. There's mud in the streets. There's basically, just overcast daily for weeks now. It just has been unseasonably rainy. And as you move through the town, you see that there are many stands. There's, people trying to hawk their wares under tents. There's people that have obviously come from other areas in the region to be in Harlow as sort of a central place to celebrate. And knowing that many people would come here, they came to try to do some extra business. You see walking through town that there are, beyond just sort of the normal day-to-day, humans and the halflings and the occasional dwarf going through town, that there are a few sort of more exotic peoples. There are, more humans by far than anything. But you see some that are dressed very peculiarly and very colorful attire and flowing ribbons, and some that have elaborate sort of chimes on their clothing as they walk down the street.
Would these be unfamiliar to me also still?
Yeah, they would. You wouldn't have had any reason to encounter these people, I don't think, over the last several months that you've been in the region. But yeah, the town is still lively, even though it's raining basically incessantly, and there are still ships in the harbor and businesses going. That it's almost business as usual. There's maybe even a little more business in town, and people are coming and going about their day as they normally would be. And as you move sort of into Upper Harlow, you move through a district that's just filled with sort of large and small warehouses, these large buildings of sort of different sizes that have kind of elaborate layout. Some of them, they're not all uniform, but some of them have, bars like built into them. You can see that some places you can go underneath, and some places have inns and things like on the top, but it's obvious that this district is mostly for business. So this like abuts the river on the north side of the river, and the lake is to your right as you travel north. It sits to the east of town, and then eventually, you work your way into this sort of fine housing district in Upper Harlow that sort of sits on the side of a slope. And here the homes are quite extravagant. They all have tall walls and gates. You see guards from time to time. Let me just retcon one thing. As you guys are walking through the warehouse district, I just wanted to mention that you passed a warehouse with this. There was like a large symbol on this warehouse of like a plate mail gauntlet grasping like a sheaf of wheat, and the gates were closed and it was dark, and there were like two guards sitting out front with the same symbols on them. This isn't the symbol of Harlow. This is like somebody's private crest. So you didn't really think much of it. The characters that were native to Harlow, you guys would know that this is the symbol of the Cartway family. They're like a very well established family, and as far as business people in town go, they're almost royalty. As you guys continue into this sort of fine residential district, you do eventually come to the home of Donnell Cartway and the Cartway family. It's really easy to find. It's humongous. It's got this massive wall. As you're sort of walking along the street and by the wall, you notice that there are guards posted kind of on the top of the wall on these like balconies that the home comes up very near the wall in some places, and there are like guards with crossbows posted. As you approach the gate, there are guards posted there as well, and they perk up as soon as they see you all. And they say, "What business have you?"
Vouna says, "Where is Donnell?"
Oh, okay. Well, Donnell's only taking important calls right now. Do you have a meeting set up? Do you have who are you? What do you want?
We're messengers from the Aureum house.
House Aureum, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Pigs in a trough down there. They kind of chuckle to each other. They're like clearly not giving a lot of respect. They're like, hold on a moment. He's kind of yells over his shoulder for like a page, and this boy runs up, and the guard tells him, go tell them that a representative from the Aureum family is here. And so the boy runs in, and you guys are hanging out in the rain for a couple of minutes. And the guards are just sort of just staring at you, sort of mean mugging you guys. And then the page eventually comes back and says, tells the guard that you guys are welcome to come in. And you do. You proceed through the gate. The guards are not super stoked to let you in. They seem irritable, kind of on edge. And you guys are eventually brought into this foyer, this large, seating area. It's kind of ostentatious. There are big tapestries on the wall and plush rugs and stuff. And somebody from the household just tells you to wait there for a few minutes. And as you're waiting, you hear these quite heavy footsteps up above you. And coming down the stairs into the foyer, you see two figures. A woman dressed in these very bright silks. She's dressed beautifully, but also kind of practically. It's not flowing dresses. It looks, sort of pantaloons, and she's got a sword on her hip, and she's got this sort of like elaborate bandana tied, and walking with her quite heavily is this like giant Goliath, this man who's just like a fucking monster. And he comes down
he's an actual Goliath.
Yep. Yeah, and he's just like all tatted up, like yeah.
Do
just,
I
like,
know him?
Definitely not recognizable to you. You don't know who he is, but he just comes like plodding down, and she sort of raises her eyebrow at you guys and gives you guys a look, and she says, "Who are you to see Donnell at this time?"
We have a message from House Aureum.
Says, Aureum,
You guys not
familiar.
like introducing yourself as
Yes,
members of House Aureum?
Nah.
Basil is like slunk away, and he's Cassandraing in a corner somewhere.
You know what?
That
I'll
must
take
feel
the
good.
verb. That's a good verb.
House Aureum. She says, I've done some business with your father, I believe. My name is Zara Azora. She's like, I am the captain of the Free Wind Company. We call him Phalanx. We cannot really pronounce his name. No offense. And
Rude.
He sort of grunts. He sort of grunts, but
Hold on.
yeah, he sort of looks you up and down.
I'm staring at him. I'm just staring at him too. I'm like, I haven't seen a Goliath in many months. So it's like jarring.
Yeah.
Sexually jarring.
Yeah, and you can tell that he is a little surprised also to see you. And he says in like a very sort of like a surprising, like delicate and eloquent way, he says, "Oh, sister of the mountains." He says, what brings you so far?
You speak good English. Oh.
Well, I've had much time down here among these
Who
people.
Who are you?
I'm Phalanx. That is all we need to know right now.
Then that is all I tell you.
Ooh,
Vouna.
ice cold. Ice cold.
That's good.
Vaar'la. Cloud Hunter.
Cloud Hunter. That is a peculiar name. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing you around. And then the two of them, just sort of give you guys one last look before they leave the premises.
Can I tell, like, by his, like, paint or anything, like, what tribe or anything he'd be from? Or can I do, like, a roll for that?
Sure. Yeah, give me... give me, I guess, a history roll.
That's not a thing that I have good of. 14.
It's not a battle.
You don't know the specifics of where he's from, but his markings indicate that he's from like a war-making tribe. That he's from like, yeah.
Like a mercenary?
No, like
A less peaceful tribe, I think he means.
Like a raiding tribe or something?
Right. Like a raiding and like a tribe that's like concerned with war. He has the markings of a warrior. So Zara and Phalanx, they leave the estate. You watch them go, and then you are summoned upstairs into the office of Donnell Cartwaith. And here you find a man. He's not elderly, but he's certainly not young. He's maybe mid 40s or so. And
an actor can I it helps me get into it if you like make it like give me some kind of like thing to go off of here.
All right, he's like
Channing Tatum.
no, goddamn,
Yeah, an elderly Channing.
He's like Alan Rickman, but I'm not
Oh
going
fuck yeah!
R.I.P.
Fuck yeah! R.I.P.
Don't you speak his name in vain.
No.
So he's got kind of shoulder length hair. He definitely looks a little weathered. His office is opulent. He's got this massive desk, and it's also like a fucking mess in here. There's like papers strewn everywhere. There's like boxes with shit spilling out. There's like scrolls that are half rolled up and stuff, and you can tell that he's just like in the weeds of whatever is happening right now.
the shit that's spilling out? Is it human or animal?
It is roll a nature check for me. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can tell that he's just like, not overwhelmed. He still seems composed as he, sort of tersely greets you, and he says, "How's Aureum, huh? Well, what is it? What do you need? I'm very busy."
Vouna says again, "You have work."
Work. More work than I know what to do with. He says, Aureum.
Vouna, work.
Says, okay. Well, Karen, maybe an idle conversation I may have mentioned something about my warehouse. I'm having trouble at a warehouse. He says, what can you do? Can you lift things? Can you carry a lot of grain on your back? Can you...
She holds up the fucking maul and is like, I kill people.
Says, well, that is interesting. And then he sort of steps behind you and he like closes these two big doors. And he says, maybe I do have something for you.
Whoa, what's happening?
The door's closing and shit. Godfather moment.
Yeah, so he kind of closes these doors and he says, well, I'll spare you the long version, but the short version is this fucking wizard says, asshole wizard says, comes here, asks for my daughter's hand in marriage. Of course I say no. That man is a hermit and a pig. And so what does he do? He goes down to my warehouse and taints all of my grain. It's been nigh a week now since I've been able to ship anything.
Taints it how?
He says, well, I haven't been down there personally. Says, but the last two men I sent in there have not come out, and the place reeks like you wouldn't believe. So
wait, did your daughter know this guy, or is he just randomly wandering looking for daughters to marry?
Yeah.
He says, yeah, she admits that they met, but she has no romantic interest in him.
Okay.
He says, anyway, go.
Roll some insight to see if I do believe this.
Okay, roll insight.
I'm gonna roll some insight. Got a 12.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell you're not getting all the details here, but he doesn't really seem like a man who's got time to give strangers all the details. So he says, if you can go down to the warehouse, says, see what it is, maybe fix it for me. Says, I'll make it worth your while.
Tempting.
Vague.
Fix it for you? How?
Says, well, I don't know. He says, we don't even know really what's going on in there. Nobody's been able to go in there and come back out for a week. So
wait, well, what happens?
He says, I don't know. I sent two good men in there and haven't heard from them since. It's like, so I'm not just going to keep throwing my men into whatever that wizard has set up.
So instead you're throwing other people's men.
Yeah,
He says, yeah, of course. I've got more money than men.
By this man.
Fair enough.
Same, honey. Same.
Oh, it is disease. I'm unconcerned, but
He says, plus, these men I hire around here, most of them honestly are kind of scoundrels. But you lot. I mean, look at you.
Vouna says they are scoundrels. We pointing to the three of them.
He's like, just kind of, yeah, they are scoundrels. He says, yeah, well, you definitely appear to be more capable than the two that didn't come back. So
they may be scoundrels, but they're reliable scoundrels.
I guess that's something.
Yeah, at least there's that. Well, we're scoundrels that are going to make a big paycheck is what it sounds like.
Yes,
Speaking
how
of
much
big
money?
paycheck, yeah, let's get specific.
says, well, I guess 100 gold pieces, 20 each.
20? We're risking our lives.
100 each. That's generous.
Much more.
Yeah.
No, he said 20 each. That's too low.
100,
Be chill.
120 each. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Perfect.
He says, all right, and he says, if I can get back in business by the end of the day down there, he says, I'll sweeten the pot. So I've got a collection of things upstairs, and if you guys do a good enough job, I'll let you take something out of my collection.
Oh, sick.
Wow.
I mean, hey, we're like saving your business. That's worth more than 100 gold.
Wait, you're fucking super wealthy. Some bullshit.
Something upstairs, though. I feel like this is some real mystery box shit, where like we could get the boat or the mystery box.
The mystery box is just like a washing machine.
Yeah, we roll a roll to try to like talk them up. To be like, hey, come on. I mean, like, the festival's coming. This is like got to be the biggest like money-making time of year. If we get this, we want more money. And then do like a charisma or something. What would that be? Persuasion?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Give me a persuasion.
Lol. The first roll.
I think the original payment of 100 with bonus was a fine deal, unless we actually can rescue the existing grain. Like, I want a percentage.
I just straight up saying not enough.
It's just time is kind of the essence here. Just, if just get through this and then we can settle up later. Just, the number's not really that important right now.
Does he seem like he won't dick me over with what he just said?
I mean,
insight maybe.
Yeah, I guess give me an insight.
I mean, he's
check.
a businessman. He'll dick us over a little bit if he can.
Like, he is genuinely interested in getting this done, and he doesn't seem like he's really worried about the money all that much. Looking around, you've actually never been in a place quite this opulent. Anybody else got anything for Donnell
Should we ask him anything about this? Like, what happens when you open the door and look inside of the warehouse?
He says, well, there's you'll see just the front office of this warehouse, and then as you go back, it's like nobody's opened the the kind of shipping doors, but if you go in the kind of main entrance, you'll see the front office, and the other guards say that from the outside that it was pretty dark in there, and 2 men went in and they haven't come out in 4 days. So
is there like any particular, like, how much you know about this wizard? Any like schools of magic he specializes in, where he lives, those sorts of things?
Yeah, he doesn't know what like school of magic Calibrast prefers, but he mentions that he's just like kind of making it. He lives out in the woods. He's not even particularly powerful. He's just he's kind of a blowhard. People tend to try to avoid him. He's just like this. He's extremely grimy. Yeah, and
sounds like an asshole.
He sounds like Basil the Brilliant.
Hey,
I wasn't going to say
Or
it.
Chaddeus even.
Hey now, I do not think I bathe every day in Axe. Okay.
Chaddeus is absolutely one of those people who always smells like Axe.
It's a fact.
I'm intrigued enough that I'm willing to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely
On a
willing
daring
to go.
adventure.
I'm also hoping
Okay.
we can
Money.
get paid by this family and your guys' family, since we're kind of helping them indirectly.
double dip,
So-
baby.
That's sort of my hope.
Basil's officially like disinterested, like maybe by in the doorway or in the hallway or something, or just like otherwise not necessarily weighing in.
Hey, Basil, you want to make 20 coin? You want to make 2.5 donkeys?
Is that what a donkey is?
20 coins, yeah. 2.5 donkeys. We could use someone who knows anything about magic.
Literally anything. Please help us.
Yeah.
This is not my type of magic. I'm not
We're
doing
very
this
bad
for
at
real.
this.
You're
Yeah,
literally
basically-
the only caster in this group.
He says that he's gonna come, but you can tell that he's like reveling in being the one who's like, okay, I'll throw you guys a bone. You know, like, you guys need me. I could take or leave the coin.
Vaar'la
But,
says, I don't need you.
I mean, your friends say otherwise, on their hands and knees groveling for me to come.
They might need you. I don't need you. Right.
We'll see who needs who then, won't we?
And you're like shifty, like kind of dishonest nature is like so alien to Vouna that like it's like
you like stripping away any of the subtlety of like negotiating this job. It's like, I think we could help each other out. You're like, you want me to kill him or what? Well, yeah, just go over there and like check it out. Okay, so kill him.
yeah.
Trying not to say it. Well, yeah. So Basil Zone.
All right, cool. Okay, so yeah, you guys, accept this task from Donnell, and you head back down to the warehouse district. The guards, as you leave the residence, sort of scoff at you, and they're like, you can hear them like sort of mumbling and like making a joke, behind your back about like, oh, they think they're better than Tommen. So we'll see.
Dude,
And-
Tommen's fucking dead.
So yeah, you make your way back into the warehouse district and to the place that belongs to the cartways, and the guards at the gate aren't too difficult to bypass. They know why you're there, and they believe that Donnell has sent you. So as you approach kind of the front door, what do you guys want to do? How do you want to handle it? This place, as you like walk up to it, the stench is really something else. Even through like the rain and stuff, it's like this smell of like wet, damp mold.
Does someone have
And
like cloth that we can like tie around our faces or something to somewhat deal with this?
I mean, I immediately hold my voluminous sleeves to my nose. Sort of like this.
voluminous.
I think Vauna's probably smelled pretty bad, so I think I.
This is like a particular kind of bad. It's not like, it's not like a sewer or a, anything like that. It's just like this smell of, mold. It kind of like dry. It smells almost dry. It's just like this. Yeah, it's hard to describe, so I won't bother. But yeah, it just smells really hard of mold and like decay coming out of this place, like vegetated decay.
Dang.
Well, I do have some incense if we want to mask it, but I don't know how much that'll help.
Does it interact with the axe spray and just create like a toxic cloud in here?
Nobody around you can breathe.
Can I just like do a perception check just to see if like I can look through any windows or anything? Or
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
15, baby.
Yeah, I mean, looking through the windows, they're pretty like foggy. It's like it's damp outside, and there's obviously like something, it's kind of warm inside. You can tell, so you can't really see perfectly clearly through the windows, and you see that you're looking into kind of a smallish room. Not like a big interior warehouse. This is obviously the front office Donnell was talking about. And, as you look for a couple of minutes, you see just like a very small amount of movement near the desk. There's like this big desk in the middle of the room, but you can't really make out what caused it.
I'm going to get sort of close to the door, and I'm going to use some divine sense to see if there's any celestial fiends or undead nearby. So,
Okay. Yeah, there aren't.
I figured not, but I had to try. Nothing inherently evil or good in here. There might be things that are evil or good in here, but they're not inherently evil or good.
You notice that the guards at the gate are kind of snickering at this group of 5 that are just like lingering by the door and being like extremely cautious. And through the rain, one of them just sort of yells, well, "Go on then!"
I'm not.
Go on, then.
Is there a reason you guys haven't opened the big door? Like aired this place out a little bit?
Said, "Yeah, it's locked from the inside." There's like a regular door to the office, and that's open.
Does anyone come to the door if I knock? Some like skeletal creatures or goblins or something.
When you knock, you hear like just kind of a shuffle on the inside. You don't really hear like something. It's like obviously because you knocked that something has moved, but it's not obvious what it is. It's very quiet. Yeah, it's really really hard to tell what's going on. The sound of the rain and stuff. It's like
As the person with the highest AC here, I should probably go.
Hey, you don't know that.
As the person who wears armor here, I should probably go.
As the one person here wearing armor.
So I'm going to open the door.
You guys, he has some magic power. He's able to just open the door
without
taking 45
Yeah,
minutes
yeah.
to talk about it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
open the door
Will,
with my
you're
glaive
new here,
ready.
but we have a system in place for doors.
Oh,
You know
sorry,
we never open them.
We have to convene a council, and it takes a couple weeks to hash everything
It's a whole
out.
thing.
Confessions. That's my bad. That's my bad.
okay. All right, you're opening the door.
Door.
Okay.
Door.
All right, so the door is, it's kind of like this double door at the front, and you open one and the other just sort of like swings ajar. With it, I'm going to load you guys into a map, and then you can drop your tokens, and then we're going to roll initiative. As you open the door, you see on this big desk in front of you, there's like these two small creatures, and they're like, maybe just knee high, and this one, and this one are on the desk at the time that you open it. They're just like rubbing on each other really inappropriately.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Nice.
then you open the door.
Interrupt, but
Dang.
And then you open the door, and they both just sort of like give a little yawp and like drop down behind the desk here. And then you immediately notice that there's another one up here, and then over here on the wall, these two guys here are like kind of they're just like a slightly, bigger version of these guys. The smell in here is like overpowering, and now it smells like mold and kind of urine. It's just like horribly disgusting. And these guys are like these slimy little yellow, like knee-high creatures, and you can tell they've got these like vicious little sharp teeth, and they're also all carrying a weapon of some variety. Like this one up here has a table leg, and this one has like a little knife he found somewhere, and stuff like that. So these guys down here, they're just like these sort of medium-sized creatures that appear to be just like made of like mushrooms, like cascading like slime and mushroom. And please don't draw dicks on my map. The first of these little yellow yoblins here, he actually just bolts through this door and like slams it closed behind him.
Ooh, a door.
Oh no. Another one.
Roll initiative, door.
How are we gonna get past this door?
Okay, this sort of like big like oafish version sort of walks up to you, and he's gonna club you with a fist attack.
Who is you?
you.
Basil.
Me?
Yeah, you take.
You're right there, man.
Pissed
That
off
one.
the DM.
Yeah, it sort of just like shambles forward and swings, and it just like wildly misses you, and a fist slams into the top of that desk there.
Jesus Christ. Okay, good.
Okay,
Holy
Vaar'la.
fuck, yo. Vouna in the house. Okay.
Found in the house.
I guess I'll go for this guy over here.
Great.
Well then.
And Frigus, do me strong.
Frigus.
Oh shit, Frigus hits. I hope.
Dang.
Yeah, so Vaar'la walks over to this Yoblin here, who's like sort of startled that you're even in the room, and he's like on this bookshelf over here. You just like bring them all down. You just fucking crash through like all these books and shit. And this little old guy, it just like fucking splatters. He's
Is he
like,
dead?
yeah, he's super dead.
That's my. I have like my maul is unmelting ice. The maul part of it is made out of like just a big hunk of. Yeah.
That's badass.
Okay. Well, that Yoblin is super dead.
Joblin.
Okay, this goblin scrambles over and leaps directly onto Virginia here. And as he's like scrambling over the desk, you see him like reach down to kind of like his love handle, and he's got like this sort of growth there, and he just like pulls this like handful of something like off of himself, and he just like dives at Virginia and attempts to smear you in the face with it.
Disgusting.
Fling pus. That's disgusting.
And
God damn it. 8 poison?
We don't have any healers to.
I can heal some.
Okay.
I don't need to panic.
all right, you're up, Basil.
I'm assuming that guy who attacked me is still there.
Yep.
I guess I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
So I'm doing Chill Touch, which is a ghostly skeletal hand. And so he swings and misses at me, and then I put up my spell hand and say, talk to the hand. Create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with a Chill of the Grave. On a hit, he takes 1d8 necrotic damage and can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand holds onto him, like clinging onto him. Also, it's an ice hand, just for lore purposes.
Okay. Let's get those 2d8s.
12 damage.
Perfect. Cool. All right, Virginia.
That's me. I got my crossbow. Pull it out. I'm going to shoot this guy point blank.
Okay, nice.
Is he like on top of?
Yeah, he's kind of like got his hands like on you. You're not like grappled. He's like, too small to actually like fucking grab you, but he tried, and he's like just like touching your face and being like horribly disgusting on your person.
Get off me, loser. I got another one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, even even though you're an expert with that thing, you are a little out of practice, and the bolt
Oh my god.
does not find its mark, unfortunately.
Also, Noah, what is your deal?
What do you mean?
Like,
Even
I always just...
even across the internet, you're.
Yeah,
talking about
I
your
always just
curves
blame
for a
your
second?
dice.
What happened, man?
Yeah. I've rolled twice and gotten 2 ones. This is absurd.
Hey, but you have better initiative than I do, and my dex is +3. I'm a little bitter.
Okay, so this other sporer walks up to Basil, and it's gonna hit you with some spores, bro. Roll a con saving throw for me.
Okay.
Dude,
I crit,
what the fuck is
I
this?
crit again. I'm like,
Us icy boys are fucking.
come at me.
Okay, yeah, this like sort of wave of spores washes over you, but your giant bushy beard filters it all out.
Nice.
Chaddeus.
All right, here we go. This is with my short sword.
Oh yeah, that is.
There you go. That's a hit.
That's it. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage, and then I'm going to go around behind here.
Okay.
I hit 8 damage, and then I run away, just like Cassandra would.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna move up just so there's somebody here who can take some hits other than Basil. So, and then I'll just attack the person in front of me with my glaive. 15.
Nice. 15 does hit.
Right. Let's roll that 1d10 to damage +3.
Whoa.
Damage.
Okay, 13. Yeah, as you strike into this thing, it's like feet, its weird little myconid feet lift off the ground a little bit, and then it just like slumps down to the ground. Well struck. All right.
Well struck.
Okay, Vauna, we're back to you.
Are we? Dang. Okay. I'm gonna just charge off toward the the door where the guy ran.
Okay.
So I get one.
Okay,
one.
no more.
Where is it? Here?
Yep.
And just
Kick that door.
like fucking slam the doors open.
Yeah, it's very dark in this next room. There's like no source of light here. There's no windows or anything. And there's like some windows up high, but they're not doing very much to like illuminate the floor of the warehouse here. So yeah, as you kick it down, you can see two
This
more
is
of these
nighttime,
little-
right?
Yeah, it's like, well, no, it's not nighttime. It's
No cheese.
you know, sort of like late afternoon, but it's very, very dark and rainy.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. What else you want to do on your turn here?
I mean,
How far?
I guess I can just go pancake another one. I'm not like I can get here. This is
Yeah, get in there. That door. Yeah, that door just like blasted wide open. There was like no lock.
And
or
that-
anything on it.
are like what are the yablins in here doing?
Well, this is the one that just ran through the door, and he's like sort of cowering, but he's also like looking around the room, sort of frantically, and he's like, I mean, he's got like a little knife in his hand. He's like ready to try to get his stab on, but he's not really putting on much of a fight, you know. So he's just like, yeah.
I'm trying to debate if I should like just like not massacre all of them instantly or like if
What would Vouna do?
Just like whirlwind of gore.
but I mean
Yeah, really, what's stopping you?
I just don't. I mean, like with our Vauna wants to get paid and like wants to do the objective as she sees it.
That sounds right.
And and I mean, I don't like. I guess just killing all these things is, I guess, part of the objective. But I'll just do it.
They don't seem very interested in like trying to talk, and they're not like talking to each other. And also, when you came into this room, the smell intensified even further. It's like the air in here is like thick.
Putrids, yeah. So
Yeah.
I doubt I would be even in the mood to do anything other than fucking obliterate some of these little guys.
Popping.
Wreck
So
them.
here we go, boys. Does that hit?
A 13.
I love those guys. Oh, they're so good.
Oh, no. Those look like Simpsons
You guys
characters.
remember
It's like Beavis and Butthead Goblin.
Lord Quaz?
No.
Wait, get it back.
Get it back.
Give it back. Here, wait. I have to do something very important.
What do
They've also got
Yeah.
quite puffy nipples, all of them.
Gotta give him a big mustache.
Yeah, you actually miss, and you slam down kind of crossways of this one, and you punch a hole through this wall right here with the end of your maul.
Hell yeah.
All
Fuck that
right,
wall.
fuck that wall in particular. Okay, yeah, back around to this floor here. This one is also going to try to give you the spores here, Basil.
God, fuck.
All right, man, you're in there.
The good news is that because I'm like draconic or whatever, my AC is actually 16, which is pretty good.
Whoa,
Wait,
that's better than mine.
Yeah,
It's
that's mine too.
It's 13 plus my dex, and my dex is like my best stat.
Are you like wait, what's your race then?
Well, it's I'm a halfling, but it's because I'm a like dragon-blooded sorcerer, which means that I have like, as long as I'm not wearing armor, I have like this like ice
Yeah,
ice shield or something.
his skin
I
is
have
like-
a similar thing.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is really good.
Vauna, I think we're just siblings from across the.
Vauna.
Give me a
Great
Constitution saving throw.
What if I don't?
Yeah, we should pronounce people's names.
Oh my
What the
god.
Deal
That's
with
a
it.
You rolled a 19. 20, 19.
Virginia, this one on top of you here, he takes a swing at you with this sort of like jagged piece of like metal that looks like maybe it was like the side of a crate or something.
Am I gonna get tetanus? Ah,
Virginia's getting fucking rocked.
Yeah, so this like sort of like jagged piece of metal just like sort of clips you on the shoulder. It stings. It really does.
that does
And-
sting.
Some of the pus that he hit you with earlier is working its way down towards your now open wound. All right, Virginia.
Alright, I'm gonna clap back.
Clap
with a
back.
nice shot from my crossbow. I'm gonna say the last one was a warning shot. And then
And we all believe that.
Don't do
Yeah.
it, man. Okay, there you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
fucking
there it is. There
finally.
it is.
Nice damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking blow this little guy like straight off the thing, and he just like pins to this wall with a big ass crossbow bolt.
Hell yeah.
And he's just like squirming. You can see like some like yellow sort of ooze comes out of the wound, and he's just like kind of freaking out, like trying to get the bolt out of him to no avail. All right, Basil.
Okay, I'm going to frostbite this motherfucker. Take a big old frost chunk out of him. I cause a numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. I'm going to hit the same one that has failed twice to hit me. My save is 8 plus my proficiency plus my charisma. So 8 plus
13.
3 plus 2. Yeah, 12. Oh, 13.
13.
Right, 13.
Yeah, it saves.
He saves? Okay, so on a failed save, this, that's it. So nothing.
Okay, so yeah, no damage. It just shrugs it off. Chaddeus.
Chaddeus is deeply distressed by watching his sister. This thing down the middle is a desk, right?
Yes.
So, all right. I'm going to come around here, and I'm going to use some acrobatics. I'm going to fling myself over here. I'm
Hell yeah.
going to really just, like, make a flourish of an entrance into this other room.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll some acrobatics to do it with as much flair as humanly possible.
Fuck yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You do like a badass, like 70s cop movie hood slide across the desk.
Yeah, that was my goal. All right. And so I could do that and then stab him with my short sword.
Oh yeah, get in there.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's sneak attack this motherfucker.
All right.
Oh, cool. That was a 17. All right. And then another d6. What the fuck? All
Yeah,
right.
you do this like badass slide over the desk, a little like pivot move. It's not quite as graceful as it could be, but you're trying, and you get over there and you just fucking lop the head right off of this one. You're no like surgeon, but you notice that where this thing should have had a spine, it was basically just fucking jelly. It just like
Gross.
yeah, it just slid right through.
I
No,
wasn't part of that. And
Yeah.
are you folks eating happy with what just happened? Because I am not.
all
So
right.
basically, right after I missed this thing and got my my hammer like stuck in the wall, she like slid in and he slid in and fucking decapitated it.
This thing had this look in its eye, like I'm gonna live. And then,
That is so helpful. Look at him.
all right, Ayumi.
All right, I'm gonna say to Basil, like, excuse me, on your right, and I'm just going to use my reach of my halberd to just sort of stab along to the right of him on this
Okay.
dude.
That'll hit.
Yeah, so let's roll that. D10. Ooh, 13 damage.
So
Okay, yeah, you reach over Basil here, and you are able to nick something vital. You're not sure where or why, but it just crumples to the ground. Dead. Okay, so yeah, this one, Chaddeus, it makes a run at you, and it sort of like reaches into its loincloth, and its hand emerges with this sort of like handful of slime.
Oh,
Nice.
pants, cloth. That's a pleasant surprise.
Fling pus.
Yeah, it does not manage to connect. Thankfully, you do see it coming. And okay, this guy comes around the corner here. Let's see, 1, 10, 8, and just gets to here. And then he's going to try to hit Ayumi. He notices the glint of your shiny armor. Yeah, so he actually does fling some of this yellow pus at you, but he misses. That takes us over to Vaar'la.
Vouna, 2 syllables.
My competitiveness is like
Other people are
getting up
scoring
because
some kills
I saw
here.
this fucking little baby man just decapitate this thing that I just failed on. So I'm going to just clamber past. Yeah, I'm gonna push Chaddeus aside. And can I actually do
Just
that?
go ahead and roll athletics for me. Both of you roll athletics.
Both of us? God
Yeah.
dang. I feel like it's a special feat of Chaddeus's where when he does something well, it makes other people angry.
Oh my god.
You get pushed aside. I think.
That's
Oh my
like
god.
puppy, man.
Yeah, you're so off balance, and Vouna just comes just fucking straight arms you. Yeah, and just like move.
I love that.
So okay, yeah. So then I'm gonna go a swinging.
Are you gonna fly into a rage over this or no?
Yeah. Let's wait. Can I actually? Yeah, let's do that.
You're so angry at Chaddeus.
Yeah, I'm getting in a rage.
Chaddeus.
Okay, so how does this work? In battle, you fight with primal ferocity. On your turn, you enter a rage as a bonus action. While raging, you gain the following benefits. You aren't wearing heavy armor. I'm not. Advantage on strength.
Advantage.
When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a +2 bonus to the damage roll. I swang and I got a 12.
Oh, a 12 actually misses this little guy.
Oh my fucking god!
He's the rage continues.
Basil points out that to everyone that he thinks maybe Vouna sucks.
You've gone from blood kin from across the world to Vouna sucks. In the
I thought she was strong.
Yeah. Okay.
I am
Virginia...
strong. I fucking pancaked that first one.
Face.
Virginia, it's you.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna step down so that I can get a straight shot. Let me draw this.
Boom.
Shit shot. Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
You've already got it. Bam. I do exactly that. Is my crossbow jammed or something? What the hell's going on?
After this many batches, probably.
Okay, so yeah, basically here there's a big ass stack of barrels that you can't see past.
Okay.
And here's the wall over here. There's some sacks and shit over here, and then back where it's still dark, it's just too dark to see exactly what's going on back there. And actually, Noah, is that a 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I rolled another 1.
So this arrow goes flying back, and when you expect to hear it clatter against a stone wall or thunk into wood, you actually just hear it squish as it hits. You hear on the far end.
Ugh.
Gross.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you hit a monster by chance.
Okay, Basil.
I'm going to do some real chill touching. This is 18.
18?
How are you getting
Charisma 3. 15.
15.
I was gonna say.
I was 18, you're god.
Okay, 1d8 necrotic damage. My little magical hand
Oh gosh.
just kind of tiptoes across the room and gets up to his leg, and it looks like gravity doesn't affect it, so it walks up to the leg and walks up vertically his leg and then strangles him. And so he can't be healed until my next turn.
Yeah, as it's strangling him, his tongue sort of comes out like Bart Simpson being strangled. All right, Chaddeus.
I will be doing a short sword.
Okay.
Well, probably not.
That's a miss.
Well,
he actually makes sort of a dexterous deflection of your blade. You're surprised at that.
that's deeply upsetting to me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to back down and dash away because now Vouna and I are in a
Competition, yes. I love this.
weird competition from which he definitely can't succeed. Oh, hey, I critted though.
Great. The dagger gets
Oh my
in there.
god.
So I got 7 total. So that's all I can do.
Okay, yeah, you stick your dagger in this one, and it's just clawing at this big wound. It's horribly
Hey,
damaged.
7 is not bad for a tiny dagger.
Ayumi.
I'm glaving that dude right there.
Glaive him.
Glaive.
Give him the glaives, boss.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright.
Always gonna get him with the glaive.
Give him the glaive.
That with a +3 or 11 damage.
11 damage.
Blasted.
Yep.
Yeah, this one you just like drive your glaive down into the ground with this thing impaled on it, and you just fucking super dead.
Alright, and then with the rest of my action, because I only use 5 feet, I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
Yep,
I thought that
the
you were
charge
supposed to be like
continues.
the decent one. Is it immediately apparent what is in these barrels?
No,
Probably
I mean
grain.
you assume it's like grain and shit from this guy's.
Do they store grain in barrels? I guess.
Yeah.
They do in this particular warehouse.
Stop asking questions.
Yeah, You can just come in here and ask a bunch of questions.
Yeah, dog. Do you not remember what it's like playing with me? I harass every NPC.
A barrel is missing. Somebody stole one barrel of molded yeast or wheat or whatever this is.
Some greeny.
Yeah, I was starting to see some gases.
Also, I
What am
can
I
see a little bit of a mushroomy thing.
Whoa.
Mushroomy stuff over
Yeah.
there.
Where's the barrel? Where is it? Okay.
Tell me where the barrel is.
What are you doing? Hold on, let me clean initiative up here. Yeah.
Dang, those things look beefy.
They look delicious.
Which
Yum.
what are we talking about? What, the barrels?
No, I don't want to eat barrels.
Cool. We are back to the top. So yeah, as you come forward, things become a little clearer in the back here. As you still don't have perfect vision back here, but you do see some movement, and you notice that the ground ahead of you and up to the right, where indicated in green there, is quite wet and appears to be like a slick of some kind. This little guy runs forward with 2 hands full of pus.
Ugh.
Oh. Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and take 4
Whoa.
poison damage. Cool, and then this guy over here, Vouna, he's going to attack you with this like little makeshift sword he's got here. Yeah, he's just pretty helpless there. All right, you're up.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta. He just poked me, and I could almost feel it, so I gotta fucking repay him in kind.
You almost felt it.
Almost felt it. 12.
12 misses. So, yeah, just wide again.
He's tiny. I can't. I don't have the fucking.
Oh, we know.
Nuance.
What?
Finesse.
You know what?
Okay, Virginia.
I want to shoot the big guy.
Okay.
I don't care about these small fry. Not worth my time. Did I get another one? No, I got an 8 that time.
Yeah, baby.
So 15 total.
Yeah, baby.
That's a miss. Yeah, this arrow goes a little wide and slams into this like cluster of fungus here, and it makes that same squish sound you heard earlier, and you actually even see your other bolt sort of vaguely in the darkness. Okay, Basil.
Okay, I'm going to do an attack. An attack that you all will soon know.
All right, man. Stoked.
Nice. That's great.
Can't wait, dude. Can't wait.
Building that hype.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep doing my dumb chill hand thing.
Subscribe to find out what happens.
Catch us on the next one.
Hit that bell icon.
Yeah, ring that bell.
Okay, how about the one who's near Vaar'la?
Thank you. God damn it.
Vauna.
Vauna.
It's only respectful to say her name right. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna pop a spell slot, and
I think shut up, Chaddeus.
I'm gonna hurl an ice knife at that guy.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty gnarly.
That's an escalation.
Pretty gnarly.
Now with that kind of roll, it's not.
Yeah, so it's 7.
Yeah, that unfortunately misses. Let's see here, but
Just for lore's sake, flavor's sake, I basically shoot out like just a blade of ice from my hand.
Similar to
wide.
the description of the spell.
I would say so.
I would, however, encourage you to read the rest of the spell, which indicates that
Oh, sure. I forgot about that part.
the shard
Each
then
creature within
explodes.
5 feet.
Dude, does that work for all of these?
So let me go ahead and
Sorry,
get
guys.
them. Let me go ahead and get those dex throws.
Whoa!
Oh, from us.
And the number to beat. Ooh, not that.
Not bad.
Oh.
The number to beat is 13. Let's see it, Chad. Ooh,
Wow.
yikes.
Okay, so
Wow.
real quick here, this is for Vouna. That is the danger sense.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, forgot I have that.
And then
saving throws against effects that you can see.
Dang.
So you
Oh.
I
can
don't
roll
have that right
again.
now.
Yeah, so give me that advantage real quick. Hold up.
Roll that again.
danger sense.
Danger.
That's a little better. That's a
did
little
it.
bit better.
Yeah, wait, does tie go to the defender?
No, it goes to the
No.
dice. It goes to the dice, so that's a save.
Yeah,
Yeah.
goes to the defender.
Whoever does the roll.
Yeah.
You gotta take that damage, Kendra.
9.
No, 4.
Oh, well, that's a lot better.
Yeah, I
9.
I tried to roll shitty.
Okay, we are on to Chaddeus.
I'm gonna, you know what? I still revere you as a mentor, so I'm also too much of a beta to really do anything about that. So I'm just going to do my slash and slash.
Also, Homeboy is not apologetic.
You know what? I would be disappointed if
Get out of the way.
So then
All right.
this is my short sword, and this is my sneak attack.
Snake attack.
Snake attack.
Slightly better. All right, so that's an 8. And I will use my second attack since, I don't know what good I can do running away from that. That is not helpful. Nope.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Oh,
another
sorry.
I think he's
yeah,
already
it's-
dead, isn't he?
Yeah, it is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
so-
attack killed it.
So once again, your short sword kind of bites into its shoulder, and when you expect to hit bone, you hit like flan. It just is like made of goop.
Gross.
Just like standing goop. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Cool. This from the back here. This guy moves forward. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save for me. The saves on these things are very low. Okay, you're fine.
Wow.
It's a 19 again. Seem to get those a lot.
Dang.
Okay, you notice from the back of the room here, Ayumi, that the spores or the sort of like flaps of mushroom on this thing sort of like separate in the middle, and this thing just like head first comes like rolling out of it into the goop
Oh,
here.
the mob spawn. The spawn point.
Do you
We got a
have
spawn
This is some
camp.
Gauntlet Dark Legacy shit. Good.
Totally.
Do you ice people have any fire or anything like that? Just explode some
Nope,
poison.
we're just
barrels?
ice people.
Just ice,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
We should have probably put our eggs in all.
Okay, this is for Ayumi
Basket.
also.
I left my Molotov cocktail gear at home.
Yeah, fuck. Should have brought some of our world famous Aureum gin.
Okay, so just four poison damage there, Will. And you're up.
Yes,
You're up.
Wait, who's
Okay.
up?
Will.
I'm up.
I
Okay.
just seem to be coming sooner and sooner in the initiative, and I like it.
Well, the way I've got these like creatures, I've accidentally connected some of their initiatives, but we're fine.
I'm gonna-
We're moving past it, people.
I'm gonna attack.
Working on the fly.
I'm gonna attack
So,
this puppy.
Great.
how do these barrels look? Right up in.
Where's this one?
Yeah, so some of the where is it? Yeah, so some of the barrels here and these sacks have been like torn open, and there is like some grain spilled out, and it looks like these, there's like grain in this, sort of like down, like meeting the pus here and stuff, and it looks like they have been like moving grain around. And what you can see of the like, the grain that's bust out of the barrels, where it should be like, like dry oats and shit, it's just like swollen with moisture, where it shouldn't be. Okay, yeah, that hits 8 damage. Love it.
Wait, I thought it was my turn.
Nope,
Not
it was
quite.
me.
Oh, never mind.
All right, so
Right, my turn's done now.
So as you guys are fighting these things, these little yoblin fuckers, they've been like, howling and like giving these sort of yops and these weird little like sounds and making a bunch of noise. And over the last like few seconds, you've heard this sound from the back of the room, and then you hear the sound of like maybe doors being like absolutely like shattered open.
Yeah.
And you see like a hulking figure start to move back.
Oh
my god.
This is no good.
That's
Boy.
exciting.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I think I'm gonna want
It looks like that.
back a little bit.
It looks like that, except its skin is also quite yellow. It has the complexion of these other guys, and its head is like, yes, that's the art for a bugbear. The head on this thing is like extremely tiny. It's like the same size head as all these other things, except its body is like disgustingly overgrown. And it's like wielding just like the stalk of, some sort of like fungal stalk as it comes out. It's like big club that's with here.
Fuck yeah.
This guy swings at you with like a little makeshift sword here. Take 5. Wait, unless you have 19 AC. You don't.
No, I don't. I'm not using a shield.
Yeah.
You have 19 AC with a shield? That's nuts.
I'm getting hot though. I need to move back.
What is your... Yeah, your girl's coming in
that
to
didn't
fucking
update my thing at all.
Okay, Vauna, you're up.
put work in real quick. Yeah, I look back with
Stay right
give Basil like an angry look for the fucking ice shit that just happened to me, and then I'm gonna fucking sprint off. I'm gonna squelch through the remains of these dudes, just to like not even pay attention, and take a swing at Mr. Man here.
Mr. Man.
What we got?
I think you're gonna hit with that.
Yeah, you really solidly connect like in this thing's back, but it's still standing. It does look a little wobbly though. Virginia.
All right. I'm going to use my Hunter's Mark.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Only a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it on the big Fungly Bear.
Okay.
Fungly for the whole family. And then I will do my big attack. Where do I...
With the big attack.
I think I'm going to use my big attack on this guy. Did I get a 1?
No.
Oh, that's actually very good. Is this guy, for some reason, not at full health when I shoot at him?
Yeah, you blow its head clean off. No, just kidding. It's fine.
Well, I also had the D6, so let's roll that for Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
8 damage.
Hunter's
Kapow.
Wowie.
Total of 8. You got it. Okay, Basil.
The Bazman. All right.
Does you?
I am going to viciously mock
Oh yeah, there we go.
this bugbear.
Fuck yeah. I love
Hey, you
vicious
can
mockery.
viciously mock?
You dumb bugbear. So he must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'm sure he has a lot of that.
Yeah, what say you, DM?
This Fungly Bear is wise beyond his years.
I say he probably fails.
All right, let me see it. Let me see the numbers.
We'll be the judge of that.
Oh, he rolled a 6. All right. I don't know
Oh,
why I
yeah.
rolled in secret.
Okay, cool. So he takes 1d4 damage, but
Uh-huh.
there's more. So he takes a dose little Dos Equis on there. And next turn, he'll have disadvantage.
Very nice.
We gotta have a serious talk here. Are you seriously? Did you roll a bard?
I took a feat that allows me to dip into other
Oh, okay.
Okay.
other
That's
classes.
really good.
Okay. Chaddeus.
Not my turn, I'm pretty sure.
All right, so for my turn, what's in this big black mark over here?
It's just like a big stack of barrels you can't see on top of. Oh, they're like stacked up against each other in like a big ass like pyramid.
So I can't go behind it, and I can't go through it. I have to go over it.
Yeah, it's 7 layers high, so it's about 20 feet.
Okay.
Whoa.
You could jump that way.
Yeah, I'm essentially trying to get over to this, like, to some of these pods and investigate while all y'all do the fighting for me. I want to check out this smaller pod sort of area over there and see if I can suss anything while everything is going on around me.
Okay.
So I'm going to use, I guess, probably acrobatics to try to swing around there.
So give me both. Give me an athletics for the climb and an acrobatics for not like toppling these barrels over as you go.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad.
Oh yes.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, you easily
Now-
climb to the top. You find footholds on
Nice.
the edge of each barrel. The barrels definitely wobble a bit as you're up there, but
Make them fall. Make them.
There's nothing like around me though. There's no danger now that I'm up here.
no, and you have a very clear view of the battlefield also. And,
Okay.
yeah, you can see
So-
these mushy dudes and all that shit. So
I guess for now, all I want to do then is stay on top there, and then maybe do like a perception or an insight just to look at these sort of smooshy things and see if I can really do anything about stopping, I guess, the spawn that seems to be happening.
okay, well, yeah, I mean, you just see them there. You see this like fungus thing. You see this like shiny slick on the floor.
Hmm.
I mean, there's no like lever to pull or anything. It's like
Right. I just want to know, like, do I see like a pulsing point that looks like I should stab it in the eye?
like a flashing red
Is it
weak
like-
point, like a Zelda
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. You never know till you ask.
Yeah,
Yeah, is there an obvious weak point?
it's not very obvious. It's just like literally a pile of fungus.
Okay.
Like it doesn't. Yeah, there's
That's
nothing there's nothing to indicate that. That there's any particular weak point or whatever. All right, this sporer turns its attention on Vaar'la.
Vouna?
Through.
I'm gonna hit somebody with these spores. Give me a Constitution save. Probably not either of these two fighters, but
Come on, motherfucker. That's a +5.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these spores start to hit you, but that's it. Okay. Now with sort of like heavy steps, this kind of like giant version rolls up through here.
Did you just say giant virgin?
No,
That's another vicious mockery right there.
New giant virgin.
Yeah. I remember he's got disadvantage from the vicious mock.
okay. He manages not to trample that other Yablin under.
He's considerate. I have to hand it to him.
Okay. Yeah, and then Vouna, he kind of like rounds the corner around the fray, and he's just like swinging wildly and
Come
looks
at
to
me,
hit you
dog.
with his mushy star.
Mushy star. Damn.
Wait, did he? Wait, real quick. Did he,
Yeah,
Oh,
disadvantage.
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 He comes through and just like two hands this thing, and you can just see this like behemoth of like slime and fungus, and he just like brings this thing down, and it just like barely fucking misses you as it comes slamming into the ground.
Bard, baby.
Would it,
Oh my god.
but would he have actually done 30 damage?
No, sorry, it's not. It wasn't supposed to be 30. Sorry. I just checked the math in the roll. It was a typo.
Oh, thank God. I was
Yeah.
totally.
I was like, damn, we're going.
Okay, we're on to Ayumi, who is completely fucking surrounded. So
All right. So first thing I'm going to do, and probably only thing I'm going to do, is use lay on hands on myself because I need help. I think I'll
Nice.
just use 5 hit points on it. So
seems reasonable. All right. Yeah, this little Yablin is gonna go ahead and keep swinging on you here. He's got this little makeshift knife.
Oh my
shit.
god!
Jeez.
You guys are fucked.
It went.
Look at that shit damage though. Yeah. Okay. So 6 damage.
Yep. I may not make it to my next one.
Is it my?
Vauna,
All
get
right,
in there.
I got stuff. Hold on. Let me. Should I kill this one or should I go for the big boy?
I would personally,
Big
I
boy,
like
big boy.
not the big boy, but that's because I'm afraid of this dude hitting me. So
Wait, you.
do whatever.
I'm
I'm afraid of the left might attack me, while the other dude seems pretty fixated on you. But I don't care too much either.
Oh no, that's a good point. I'm trying to. All right, so I'm not gonna do reckless attack because I'm just gonna fucking.
Hopefully,
Actually, no, I will. I'll do it. So you make your first attack. You decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives advantage on melee weapons. Okay, so
You sort of catch this thing with like a backhand swing, and it just goes like tumbling into these barrels here.
is it dead?
Sick.
It is dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to
Dead.
fucking shoot this bugbear with my maximum combo.
Okay, and you've got it marked.
Exactly.
Max combo.
I've got
baby.
marked and I do extra damage because it is not at full health.
Okay, Colossus Slayer coming in clutch.
Yeah, presumably that hits. So 14 total damage.
Nice.
Yeah, your bolt sinks into this thing just like right under its armpit, and you can hear it just like let out this like horrible roar, and it just like wheels and faces.
I thought you were going to do it.
Oh, it faces me?
Yeah. Okay, Basil, you're up.
I'm gonna do a Ray of Frost, another cantrip of mine, and so I need to do the old spell attack. It'll hit. Okay, so he takes 1d8 cold damage.
Oh, okay.
1d. Ouch. All right, 4.
Okay.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Chaddeus. Chadouche. This may be your moment.
Caduceus.
All right. So what I want to do is topple it. Well, I guess that could just create more gas. Maybe not, huh?
The barrels that you are standing on have not been touched.
Keep in mind that is product that we're trying to restore.
I'm going to try to
Think of the
push
profits.
these barrels. I'm going to try to create mass mayhem, sort of. I'm going to try to just full on swing a barrel at this motherfucker.
All right, give me an athletics check, but give me athletics with advantage. You can like get get into a position where that's like you can get both feet on the side of it and shove it. So give me athletics with advantage.
Well, 11. I made an 11.
Yeah, I want to give it to you just for the cinematics of it. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
And-
not trying to do damage. I'm just trying to cause mayhem.
Well, let me also get a. Okay, this is kind of weird. I want you to roll a stealth roll. I'm going to see if the bugbear realizes it's coming down off of there. And then I'm going to roll for the bugbear.
All of my best skills are really failing me right now.
Oof.
Okay, I'm going to say he does see it coming, and then I'm going to give him a save to get out of the way. And he does. Yeah, he's not going to take any damage.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's fair.
yeah, the barrel rolled down here, and then I'm going to roll for something on his turn too to see how he recovers. But yeah, let's keep it rolling here. Okay, this Yoblin reaches over to the bugbear and heals it back to full.
Oh my god, are you
No, I'm
kidding
just
me?
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I
good.
was like, man, no
Whoa.
magic.
Damn.
No,
These
it does keep
Yoblins
going
are
after.
not
I know,
balanced.
it's tricky, yeah. Okay, so just keep trying to hit Ayumi here with like an improvised weapon. That's a miss. So yeah, just again, this like slat of barrel. This one is a total idiot and is not able to do anything here. Okay, and then the bugbear, he's slowed by 10 feet.
Speed is reduced by 10 feet. Yeah.
Oh, come at me.
Don't come at me. No, stop. No, wrong way, wrong way.
Pointing straight.
No!
Oh.
I'm squishy.
I'm gonna roll for the bugbear getting over this obstruction here.
Uh-oh.
And he does. He looks good. He's still just cruising. Okay, he's giant. He doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna
Right
move.
over.
Yeah, get those attacks in there of opportunity.
Shit.
Oh yeah. So is that just a regular
Yeah, it's just a regular attack. One attack.
with whatever
Yeah.
weapon?
Yep,
Only a 13.
that's a miss. That's a hit.
Oh.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Blam.
8 damage. Yeah, because of rage still. Yeah, as he comes like scrambling over this like mess of a barrel here. It's not moving very fast because of it, and it lets Vouna get off this attack. And it definitely like stumbles forward towards you here, and it is going to go ahead and take an attack at you here though. But it does look like it has been pretty severely wounded.
I'm going to use my sentinel
me.
feat and get an opportunity attack.
Oh, wait, I'm actually really low. That's fine. Who cares?
Jesus. Yeah, so 13 damage to you.
Yeah, I'm definitely unconscious.
Fuck, yeah, that would knock me
He
down.
did. He did.
Yeah, so it just like comes over and this like big stalk of fungus just like slams you up against that wall and you sort of crumple unconscious. Okay,
Yeah.
Yumi is up.
I'm attacking this thing. I don't
All
want
right.
to get attack of opportunity on me when I have like 6 health, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Not very good.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're starting to panic a little bit and your swings are not as lethal as they once were. This Yoblin is going for you, a little knife attack.
Who's you?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yumi here.
you.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, Vaar'la, you're up.
Don't chase that bugbear or that whatever.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Fungly bear, thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Good.
I ain't got no time for this man, so I'm gonna fucking 16.
This kills it. What does it look like when this tiny-headed,
Bugbear?
giant-bodied fungly bear goes down?
I think that like I hit him. I hit like a bulging like maybe like pustule or something, and it just like explodes and like this like shit gets all over me, and it's gross.
Okay,
And I guess all over Virginia also.
Roll a Constitution save.
Oh, okay. All right. Walked myself into that one.
All right, you're fine.
Ah, dang.
Okay. Yeah, you're just like covered in this disgusting, like yellow-green slime. Icker. Okay, the fungly bear has been vanquished.
I'm gonna actually just come back over here, I think. And
Cool.
and end my turn right there.
Great and well struck.
Well
Okay, Virginia,
struck.
give me a death saving throw.
God.
Okay, that is one failure.
No,
Mhm.
Noah.
Mhm.
No, we love you.
All right, Basil, you're up.
Okay. Disappointingly, I briefly took a bard healing spell and then got rid of it because it didn't seem. Am I allowed to do anything over here?
Yep,
That's
you
a
can,
medicine
you
roll.
can stabilize as an action. Roll your medicine.
Ugh, okay, I'm sorry. It's not very good. In fact, it's negative good.
But you did it.
Welcome home, Noah.
I'm back.
Yeah, but you're unconscious.
Okay. Cool.
Well done. Chaddeus.
I throw a my dagger over up in here.
Sure. Make a
Um,
ranged attack.
Not great.
Nope. The dagger goes clattering off into the
Well,
warehouse.
I'm going to try to leap down gracefully then up here. Well, sorry guys. I tried. Time to bail.
Hey.
All right. This second Javelin here, realizing it's not having any luck against Ayumi, is going to try to
Come through, dog.
get some Vauna action.
Yeah,
Still no.
try again, girl. Go home.
Sweet. Ayumi, still standing in the thick of it.
Yeah, what is your HP
Yep.
at?
6. So in other words, I'm doing great.
Sip.
I'm just gonna make an attack against this guy again because
Right.
there's enough people left that even if I go down, I don't think I'll be in too much danger. So do it. No luck. Roll the 1.
Man, yeah, things are getting desperate for Ayumi on the front lines there.
Dang.
All right, so this one, yeah, this one's like, you can see that he's sort of swelling up a little bit, and he's feeling like he's going the distance with Ayumi here, that he's just standing toe-to-toe with this glaive-wielding human, and he's just feeling like a fucking boss right now. So.
He is, so.
Getting in there. Okay, yeah, he also misses. The two of you are just like locked in epic clashing of weapons.
Someone please kill it. Having the honor of killing it. I just want it dead.
What do you think is the cause of Ayumi's troubles being successful here?
I would say that I really like to be clean, and I am really not having this. There's a reason why I always keep I have a ball of soap on me at all times. And,
Donna, you are up.
Oh, I am sorry. Yeah, I'll just swing again on this guy. Fucking dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And 11 damage. Right? Okay, splat. Another one.
Boom.
Another one.
Another one.
Keep him
Okay,
rolling.
we got unconscious Virginia. Too bad.
You
Sorry.
played yourself.
Lol.
Basil, you're up.
Basil. Say the full name.
Basil the Bogus.
Mother Frost. No, I'm gonna do my chill touch again. I'm gonna do my hand. The hand's the best.
All right, man. She'll touch him.
I'm gonna touch this guy chilly.
Yeah.
Oh, yikers.
Dude, this is the
Yeah,
boss
he is.
Goblin right here. This guy is. All right, Chaddeus.
I'm coming. I'm a help. I'm useful. I come swinging in, running.
Yeah. Sword.
Boom.
Okay, that'll hit. And sneak attack.
Oh, thank you.
Snake attack.
Nice. 9 damage.
Perfect. Yeah. Ayumi, you are sitting in epic, endless combat with this Goblin. And out of the shadows comes Chaddeus, the golden god, and he just cuts down your mortal foe
I feel
with
Chaddeus-
impunity.
upsettingly useful.
It's like you don't know what to do with yourself. He's like,
Yeah.
This like fungus back here on this side, it sort of like squelches a little bit, and like a little bit of ooze like runs down, and this pool just like extends a little bit. But
Are we still in initiative?
no, you're not in initiative. There's nothing to kill.
Alright. I'm gonna move back here as quick as I can. I'm gonna light some incense up and cast a healing spell on this poor unconscious person.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go up to Chaddeus and say, I killed 4.
So
Did
kill
you?
him.
Yeah.
Did you? I think I killed at least 2.
Spellcasting ability, which is...
And I threw the barrels down.
I win.
Hey, barrel. I did all the cool shit.
He's going to investigate this situation more.
Okay.
Are these chests that can be opened and stolen from?
Ooh.
They could be stolen from, sure.
I don't
Can
like how
they
you
be-
From the people who we are serving.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't know what was left when we found it.
That's true.
We're sorry. The Yoblins must have stolen all the money from these chests.
Oh no!
I wonder what they did with it. You know?
Yeah. Maybe they used it to pay people who cleared out their warehouses more than 20 coins.
I mean, big dreams.
what do y'all want to do here? You're just taking a look around, Vauna? Yeah, so you see these
I want to
things?
take a look at this.
Okay, give me an investigation on this one close to you here. Okay, so yeah, you're checking this slime out here and this mushroom, and you see sort of poking out from the bottom of this like large stack of mushrooms, and it's like 12 feet high. Okay, and it's like clinging to the walls, but sticking out from the bottom are like two leather boots, like Wizard of Oz style.
Are these the guys that went in? Because there's two of them.
And the legs sticking out are like toes up, as if the guy is like slouched against the wall under there.
Okay.
And it's just like sort of slowly oozing.
Do I
you
can I
know.
do like a nature to see if I know anything about the?
Yeah, go ahead and roll nature. Well, you
Nice.
definitely know that you
Dang.
don't want to eat it.
Good enough.
That would not have been enough to Thrum.
You're right.
No,
Okay.
that wouldn't have quite convinced Thrum, but
I'm going to fucking. I want to pick up my dagger. I want to check out these goddamn chests because I got some thieves' tools, and I think that I'm a real cool thiefy kind of guy.
Okay, great. Go ahead and roll your thief tools for me. Okay, yeah, this first barrel, it's not super easy, but it does pop open. It's not really the chest is not really anything special, and inside you find an assortment of like very fine, like fabrics and mercantile, like reams of fine silk and things like that. But yeah, it's apparent that the Yoblins did not even like tamper with these at all. They had no interest.
Mm-hmm.
Idiots.
I mean, I kind of want to just go down the line and check out all of those and see if there's anything we can reasonably run away with.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll to pick the lock on the second chest.
Come on, there we go.
The second chest is kind of more of the same. This one also contains some like exquisite leathers that have been like really elaborately embroidered.
I really like that.
But it's not armor, it's like a
Right.
armory. Yeah.
Well, I secretly want to take a bunch of that silk, but I do not have a good place to put it.
Vauna says, "This is not yours."
No, but also, who's gonna know?
Vauna, no.
Yeah, but then Vouna can get herself a nice new dress, nice pretty dress. How does that
A
sound?
nice ice sledgehammer, but even bigger.
Yeah, I definitely seem like the dress type, huh? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how Vauna would what she would actually do here because like it's like a part of Goliath culture that like not okay with doing shit like that.
There's no like victory of like spoils of the victor or whatever.
We're taking it from we're taking it from the people who are employing us.
It's a blurry line, is all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I feel like I got more allies here than are revealing themselves now. Just saying.
Okay. All right. I guess she'll just be disapproving of it.
I honestly don't think that I have a way to carry this out. I would love to have a way to carry this out, and I do not think I do.
Yeah, it's definitely quite bulky.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad.
So, are we checking this door?
The door is actually wide open. Sorry, you should be able to see in there because that bugbear just fucking destroyed it.
I just wanted to be by it, so in case anything else came out or something.
Ooh, documents.
No documents.
What are we talking documents? Oh, I can't see.
I want to read the documents.
Some hot glass on our neighbors.
Okay, give me an investigation check. I mean, you definitely see a lot of documents. Mostly, what you're seeing is like ledgers and ins and outs and that kind of thing. But how about you, Ayumi? Do you want to get in on investigation?
I'm not going to be investigating, but I'm not too disapproving of this because we're just getting information as long as we don't take anything. And also, these guys are only sort of half our employers. We're really doing this for their competition, so
Sure.
this is a great enough area that I won't stop.
Okay, now you, after a bit of rooting around, it's not too hard. You do find a thing.
I like things.
Lucky.
Where are the large bay doors? I want to get that opened up once we're done investigating.
Get this place aired out.
Yeah, I want to
Fucking
get
gross in here.
The big doors are right over here. I should have mentioned it when you guys came in. They're like on this blank spot of the wall here.
All right, I'm gonna head over there.
Ooh, I got a note from Candleblast.
Ooh.
What say it?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Donald, I require the milk of the Nefalshni? If you can't import it for me, I'll make trouble for you, and yours the likes of which you have never seen or smelled before. Simple enough for you, asshole?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Damn, a hard A.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it's signed just the letter C.
Wait, but so
Bam.
what was the beginning part? It wasn't about his daughter?
He said that he wanted the milk of Nefalshni. I think
Is
Is he
that's
referring to like...
Is that the name of this?
yeah.
That is not the name of the daughter. Anybody who's proficient in Arcana, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, boy. Are you ready for this?
Is that me? That's me.
Oh, it's not that good.
Mine's better. I know more.
It's fine.
Okay, you are surprised that this actually does ring kind of a vague bell for you, and you think that the milk of the Nefalshni may be referring to some sort of like reagent, but you're not sure. You're not sure what for or what the Nefalshni is.
It's just like a ingredient or something.
Yeah, the note doesn't seem to mention anything about the daughter at all. And Ayumi, you are able to unbar these doors from the inside. There's sort of like this heavy like U-lock that sits in there, and you're able to move it out without much trouble and open the doors.
Awesome. Let's get some fresh air in here.
You had almost forgotten how overpowering the stench was, but Ayumi and Vouna are particularly covered in this shit. It's just like this thick slime, and it's actually starting to like congeal a little bit of on you, and it's like gone from like a mucusy texture to like cottage cheese.
All right. Does anyone here have the cantrip prestidigitation?
Yes, I actually do.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, what of
if
it?
you have
What does that
clean
do again?
up, it can clean up a.
Is that true?
Well, yes, it's one of its many uses. It's only like a 1 foot square or something.
Oh, but you could just keep
Let's
doing
just see if
that.
it actually works so that we're not like fucking infected with something.
Okay, I can do it to a cubic foot. 1 cubic foot no longer smells.
Standing out in the rain and with the prestidigitation going, and you're able to stand there and get yourself cleaned up. As the big doors open here, you hear a couple of voices, and the 2 guards come like running up like around the corner, and they're like, I can't fucking believe it. And he's got like a real hard Cockney accent, and he's got like they're just sort of like looking at each other in awe, and then one turns to the other and says, "Quick, Todd, go tell Cartwright that we did this." And the other one takes off like
Oh,
sprinting.
hell no. Hell no. I hear this and I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, does anyone
I'm
have
not
any
taking my paper.
Yoink 'em.
Dude, he's sprinting. He's already fucking running.
I'm sprinting
We have
after him.
someone who can dash attack, like do a dash move.
Yeah, wait, can I send like a message to him?
Come on.
Psychically?
Can you? I don't know.
Yeah, I can use my
I don't know. Sokka's your character. She doesn't have
I can use my...
well sorry, there were multiple people talking, so I stopped. I can
Go
use my message cantrip. Can I also do a deception roll right now to like say something to him? Basically, like pretend like I'm God, telling him he knows it's wrong and he shouldn't do it.
He is conscious here.
Okay, sure. What do you say?
Basically, I'm just like, you know, this is wrong, son. Like pretending to be like a heavenly.
Dang.
Love it.
Haven't you been raised better? And I'm gonna toss a little. Ooh, baby, a deception crit.
Okay. As he's running, he slows down for a second. He like comes to a stop, and then he like turns around and looks over like back at the group, and he says, "Not the first time I've seen these tricks." Like back through the message, and he keeps running.
What?
Oh,
You got a crit.
Really? He's had this shit happen before.
God
Wow.
damn it.
Dang.
Of course you goddamn did.
Okay, can I like
That is-
ice bolt him instead?
No, let's not do this, guys. I mean,
no.
You
What
can
are
just-
what are our options here? Let him go and accept.
yeah. Let him say some bullshit. We'll go to him afterwards. We'll,
Yeah, I mean the guy that hired us knows that he hired us.
Exactly. Oh, he just happened to run in as we got there and do all the work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
well, we're covered in.
injured, and he has.
It could be,
nothing.
but it's not even that. It could be a way for this guy to dick us out of paying us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If he just sides with his henchman gets his like regular pay.
Oh, I see.
Vouna is not having this. She's gonna straight up go sprinting after.
Do it.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, you run no faster than him. He's just like in full sprint. He's like doing the full run. Yeah, you're like
Okay,
okay,
so, I mean,
if he just keeps on running like unimpeded physically, he's gonna beat you back to the manor. Not by much, only by a few seconds.
Yeah, okay.
there,
I'll just
but
I'll just keep fucking chasing him all the way.
And it's
back
like,
to the manor.
and he's like running, and then like you guys are in kind of like a more quiet street, and you can see him like sort of like slow down to like a trot, and he looks behind him, like behind him, and you just see this like fucking like 8 foot tall like Goliath just like barreling down the street toward him, and then he's like oh fuck, and then he just like keeps sprinting. So
We should like definitely start heading that way, I guess. Also, can I just respectfully disagree with a crit magical deception not doing anything? I mean, how smart is this guy?
well, it's not that
He's
that
got a Cockney
smart.
accent. He can't be smart.
It's not that he's that smart. That's not what it's about. It's about he had already like determined what his course of action was going to be, and like some trickery from a magic user is like not. It doesn't matter. You could have rolled 100. It's not like a magic thing. You know what I mean? It's not like it just flipped the switch and you just changed his like mind on it. He just like deception isn't mind control.
What if we take like all of those chests of silks and whatever as collateral and be like, if you're not going to pay us, then we're going to take these.
The other one is he like stayed behind. He did not go sprinting. He just like told the other guy to go sprinting.
All right.
Wait, so he's in. Wow, what a dick! Just standing there, like, eesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, he's just got like kind of a smug look on his face.
Whatever.
He's just trying to get his,
I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
I do not.
Okay, so as you guys get back into the manor, you're like hot on this guy's ass, and he goes like flying through the guards, and basically before the guards can even like react, you've also plowed through, and he just like runs into the house like he's gonna go like telling daddy or whatever, and you're
It's like a bunch of kids. Like we all come in and just like yelling. Well, he said that he was going to say that he did, but we.
No, the thing is,
But we
Vouna
didn't
sees
do it.
nothing childlike about that. Like this is like this is. I'm entitled to this. I fucking did it, and like I won fair and I did this thing fair and square, and there's no fucking way I'm letting this guy take credit for it.
I mean, that's how it should be.
I don't even really care about the money. I just don't want like the credit is not.
yeah.
I want the renown, damn it.
You guys like
No, it's just
bust
like
in.
I
competition
want the money.
is a super like and self-sufficiency and like proving yourself is like a huge deal in Goliath culture. So like I don't fucking play with someone like pulling this shit.
Yeah, so you guys kind of like go crashing in, and there's like a sort of like a sitting room off to the side where he goes like sort of skidding into the room, and you're like hot on his ass, and Donnell is sitting there, and he just like jumps up, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And the guy just like starts blurting out like, "Oh, we went in there and we did the thing. We killed the goblins. It was awesome. We were so good."
He is lie.
He says, "Lying, huh?" He like sort of looks at this like soaking wet like kind of weasel of a man, and then he like looks back at you, and he's like looking back and forth, and he's like, "What was your name again, son?" The guy's like, "Todd." He's like, "Todd, get the fuck out of my office."
Yeah, fuck you, Todd.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Todd?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Oh my god, Todds are awful.
Yeah, and then he's just like, as the rest of the group like catches up, as you guys enter the room, you hear Donnell saying that he's just like lamenting about how hard it is to find good help these days. And like all these men are just like such horrible guards, and that they'd skin him alive if it meant they could get at his money. So cool. Yeah. So as you guys get there, he's like, "So how did it go?"
Pretty good.
Alright.
Okay, nothing out of the usual. Says, "Well, what was it?"
Also, just I said that as a joke, as Scott. Basil is not involved in the conversation.
We kill fungus.
Fungus? Like mold? Like what?
Not sure the exact nature of them, but there was some sort of fungal creatures. About 10 and a large one. Maybe a half dozen. I don't remember exactly.
I killed 4.
Were they like disgusting little people?
Yes, disgusting little yellow people.
Dang.
Covered in pus.
He says, "Is my entire warehouse fucking covered in slime now?"
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, we believe we found your 2 people you sent it before. They are quite dead.
Dead?
Super dead.
Yeah.
How
I'd say they're probably worse than dead, even.
If they're not dead, you should probably kill them because
Dead and gross.
So Vouna doesn't care about this, but are you guys going to mention the
The
thing?
milk?
The fact that he lied to us about about what was going on.
I kind of want to keep it under wraps for now, because I feel like if we asked him, he wouldn't be honest. But if other people want to ask, go ahead.
I'm happy to follow Virginia's lead in this case because it's easier.
And so the plan is to just keep it close to the breast. Is that what the word is?
Kind of what I want to do is
Or is it
to
vest? Vest.
go ask someone, go to an alchemist or whatever, and be like, "Hey, what is milk of blah blah blah?"
I like that. That's a little more schemy, and then we can find out what this guy's into.
Chaddeus has abnormally high wisdom score for who he is as a person. I think Chaddeus is familiar with people like this, and he knows the contents of the note. So he's gonna chill, and he's going to raise his eyebrow and just sort of gets like a look in his eye when he's trying to use his insight. It's like a tell, but he's like squinting kind of, and he feels like he's being. Yeah. So all right, I'm gonna roll it. Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Maybe. There we go. I'll try to look into his soul.
Yeah, I mean, he seems genuinely relieved that this is over. You guys aren't, talking about the note or anything, and he's obviously kind of disappointed in the crew that he's hired, and I mean, there's nothing really, obviously happening right now in this conversation that's like a deception at all or anything like that.
He doesn't seem shady or anything.
Well, we haven't asked him, but you haven't asked him about the thing.
Well, yeah, but
his
in
general and his sort of demeanor hasn't given you any reason to just distrust him as a default. He's not being really shady about he's not hiding shit behind his back when you come in the room or anything like that. There's not any kind of indication that he's not doing everything above board right now. So.
I feel like it's probably just like a dude who's like a maybe powerful or wealthy guy who's just got his hands in a bunch of weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it could be. I mean, I think that Basil, as a deception guy and definitely self-serving, would be interested in keeping that and potentially finding a way to make it profitable if we find out more about it.
Speaking of profit, Let's get paid.
Yeah, where's my
Yeah.
fucking money?
Okay, well, yeah, he says, all right, very well, come with me. And he takes you upstairs and then upstairs again into like a small kind of gallery where you see a variety of sort of like trinkets and collectibles and things that he's got. You know, not like they're in display cases, but it's obviously just like a room meant to kind of show off his little knickknacks and stuff. And he comes up here and, you know, polishes that shit. So, and I do mean the knickknacks. Yeah. So you see various little like jars of concoctions. You see like little bags of like a couple of like little leather sacks, like very fine oiled leather. You see like a couple of like sort of coin size polished jewels in different colors. There's like a like beautifully crafted and painted pitcher sitting on like a plinth. And he says, anything catching your eye?
What looks really flashy?
You know, the jewels look very flashy. There's like a couple of these like kind of nice gems there. They're in like a small like little like goblet. They're like sitting on a countertop, and there's like they're sitting in there. He says, shall I pick for you?
I just like the flashiest thing there. So
Yeah, I don't know if I want him to pick.
whatever's sparkly.
Okay, you guys want to let your rogue pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, pick him.
I try to pick out the flyest shit I can. I'm not necessarily looking for like function. I'm looking for
You find a solid gold pair of Air Jordans.
You have
I'll take that shit.
you have a fucking diamond studded brass knuckles.
I mean, Basil would probably steal the diamonds for his orb trick. You watch.
I probably won't have that.
A D100.
That is.
Wow.
Got it.
Okay, now roll a D4.
Uh-oh. Did I make a horrible mistake?
Okay, yeah, you sort of take a few moments and you're like sort of walking through the room, peering at all these things like into like little glass jars and these things, and eventually you come to find this like round like chunk of ruby. I mean, it's like this big. It's like this huge fucking ruby, and it's just
Okay.
it's like really nicely polished.
Oh shit, is this like an Aladdin, just that monkey with the giant ruby that Aladdin takes?
It's also the top of it, beyond just being like, you know, the facets and everything done and the way that it sparkles, it's also inlaid with a rune in gold.
Mm,
And it looks pretty irresistible. It's very shiny.
I really like that. That's my choice.
Okay. And then as he escorts you guys out of the room, he shuts the door and he takes this sort of like long key from his vest and he slides it into the lock. And as he turns it, you hear it go. And then he pulls the key back out and puts it back into his vest and escorts you back downstairs.
Like that like a cog kind of turning.
So,
It sounds like he turned a lock, and then it sounded like 50 more locks turned.
yeah, it's a fuckload of tumblers. I think this means we need to get that key before the end of this. We're stealing that key and we're going back in that room.
Cool. You guys have successfully cleared out the infestation of the Yoblins from Cartwaith's warehouse. Anything else you guys want to do or talk about before we wrap for the night here?
When we come back, I want to, like, kind of figure out more about the milk situation. And I would also like to talk to the daughter and see if there's any truth behind her knowing the wizard. But that's more of a to-do list than a for now list.
Yeah, I'll say for now that you know that the daughter of Donnell, whose name is Esme, she is sort of socialite, and you guys have like you have like some awareness of her, but yeah, she's not like she hasn't been present at all when you guys have been around for speaking with Donald.
Yeah.
Would we know her? Would Virginia and I know her?
Yeah, in like a in like an acquaintance way.
Yeah, like we know of her. We've seen her at a party, but
Maybe like brush shoulders at bars and stuff. But yeah. Okay, and then just as some signposts for you guys, some like other stuff that's going on around town. There's like this sort of festival coming up. There's like the road folk that are in town. There's like a large encampment outside of town with these like gypsy folk out there. Various other things. I don't want to give too much away, but there's sort of like I just want to kind of start you guys in a sandbox and see where you wanted to go.
I'm looking forward to this festival. Festivals are always fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to figuring out what I picked out this on the Ruby front.
Yeah, I feel like the rune could potentially have some sort of a story for us to follow through with. So
wait, what's the leader of this town's name or
he's often just called the steward. Like we would say the mayor.
Voxstrom.
Yeah, his name's Trevik Voxstrom.
So Vouna, before we end, Vouna says to this guy, Voxstrom.
Yes, of course I know Trevik. Nobody does business in this town in any significant way without running it across the desk of the steward.
I would like to speak to him.
Well, you could try to find him at his office, but I don't, we're not personal friends. He doesn't owe me any favors, but...
You don't know him.
I do know him.
Then ask him.
I don't understand.
Yes, well, there's certain complexities within our social life that take some acclimating for outsiders such as yourself. No offense intended, of course.
She says, if you introduce me, I'll do something in return, basically.
His eyebrows go up like
anything?
No, no, not like that.
Anything over the clothes.
He says, I'm afraid it's very difficult to see the steward without any official business to address. He's an extremely busy man. Let me think about it.
I will be here.
Have you taken up residence anywhere that we can find you?
Have we?
I might recommend the Candle and Cauldron. It's a fair establishment.
That place is a dump. Let's go somewhere else.
That place sucks. That place's ranch sucks.
You guys haven't been there. Okay?
Can't we just stay at the Aureum estate or whatever?
No.
Only Chaddeus has rooms there. Chaddeus basically sleeps in like the converted garage of like upstairs. It's got its own little entrance. It's like very
very nice. Okay, I don't like live.
It's very growing pains.
Yeah, totally. There's like trellises everywhere and shit.